Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Souls and Stardust podcast mini readings for the month of July. I'm Shannon, and I'm going to be doing your readings for you. I'm so excited to do your readings. These are always so fun to do, especially because they're relatively cold readings. Like, I don't know typically what people are hoping for insight into. It's just like whatever comes up. So yeah, we're gonna rock and roll and see what comes up. I am going to start with our members first. We have members of the collective. And when you're a member of the collective, you get to get a free reading every month. Plus, you get access to a lot of other things that we've created. And then I will finish with people who are non-members that have signed up for a reading with us. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just start with our first member, MW. Yay. I'm sure she's going to be excited. Oop, I just glimpsed the 10 of Cups. Just awesome energy. Star. Okay, what does MW need to know now? Oh, I'm going to see 130. Okay. What does MW need to know? MW. What does MW need to know? I got my dog in here too, so she may make some noise. Oh, MW, here we go. We've got the 9 of Pentacles. That's the single and independent card. Like, I know you're not single, but this is everything's working out for you. This is like harvesting the fruits of your labor. This is a lot of hard work coming to fruition, culmination. It's self-sufficiency. It's like living the good life. It's having everything that you need and then some. So it's definitely like financial abundance, feeling very, very good. We have also the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. So this can be the energy of like feeling like you're like hanging on too tight to something. It can be like possessiveness or even like being overly frugal, being like worried about stability. So then you like hold on to everything really tightly. But this is also like, it can be the energy of like protection, needing to protect yourself, feeling like you need to protect yourself. But think about it in terms, these are 2 cards of resources. The Pentacles are resources. So think stability, finances, career, having enough like energetic resources too. Like, are you getting enough rest? Do you have people that are like pulling stuff from you, like taking more of your energy than what you're hoping will happen without you being able to nourish yourself? But this is also like maybe having too strong of boundaries. I didn't even know if there's such a thing, but like maybe being so stingy with your time and your resources that it's like isolating for you. So think about that. I'm not sure what's going on for you currently. We haven't got an update in a little bit, but I know things were going well for you with work, and I love that. We also have the King of Swords in reverse. So this could be the energy of like being emotionally detached, needing to control, or even someone that you're dealing with that could have like a little bit of manipulation tendencies, or misusing power, or just being a little bit like overly, I don't know, too powerful, like exerting power in ways that aren't fair or don't feel necessary. This could also be somebody who is just like really detached emotionally and is functioning primarily on logic, and it's actually not helpful. So there could be someone in your life that you're dealing with that's like that. Considering the Pentacles that have come up, maybe it's like a boss figure, an authority figure, or maybe it could be your energy where you're feeling like you've had to detach from things to become way more logical. If that's the case, like you could have swung too far in that direction and need to come back into your body more and into your emotions. But I feel like this is somebody perhaps like you're interacting with that is just overly logical, maybe a little sharp with their words, maybe a little manipulative, maybe like detached from their empathy, like can't empathize with you. So this could be like an authority figure or someone that you're dealing with in a work situation that doesn't have empathy or compassion. Let's see, what else does Megan need to know? Oh, okay. So you're going to be like collecting information, right? Page of Swords is the scholar of the deck or one of the scholars of the deck. New ideas coming in. This is also being very curious, wanting to learn things. And it could be that you're actually having to learn some new stuff with some new responsibilities that you've had with work. But this is also like a thirst for knowledge. And I feel like you've been on this journey of like wanting to know more about yourself and discovering that through spirituality, which is really wonderful. This can also be like a new way of communicating, new messages coming in, new things that you're learning, but like new ways to apply that knowledge that's that you're attaining. It's a lot of mental energy, right? So perhaps you've been taking on new projects or you've been asked to be a part of new projects. I know I kept seeing that or feeling that for you in past months. And we got the sun, girl, like the sun, happiest card in the deck, right? This is like full on optimism. This is good shit happening. It's positivity, it's pleasure, it's happiness, vitality, fun, joy. I just really feel like you have it going on right now. Like you, the single and independent card, just like a lot of stability, a lot of things have gone your way. And it's just like you get to enjoy it. Like you get to enjoy the fun you're having, the life that you're living right now. And your biggest concern is like, I would say spirit is saying like, don't feel like you have to hold too tightly to all of this, like out of fear or like stinginess of resources. You may feel like you've had to kind of like go inward and pull your resources back, but spirit really wants you to enjoy, like look at everything in a positive light and enjoy what you have available to you right now. Excuse me, I ate something and I have something stuck in my tooth and it is bugging the shit out of me. I know you guys find that funny. So I'm just going to see what else Megan needs to know. What else does Megan need to know? Okay, harbors of peace. I do feel like you're in this time of like just relative ease. Like everything just feels really good. That's amazing. Find serene refuge in the peaceful embrace of a gentle harbor, allowing tranquility to still your waters. I just feel like you're in a space and time or a season where like everything has really gone so well and you get to enjoy this like period of just ease or peace and calm. And like there's nothing more to it than that. And another card that came out, real promise. Releasing the chains of the past and dancing to the rhythm of possibility. So just letting go of things that have happened in the past, allowing yourself to believe like it's okay to enjoy the good stuff that's happening right now. You worked really, really hard. And like there's always things to learn. I feel like you have that thirst for knowledge, but right now you just get to enjoy what you're experiencing. Like enjoy it. Don't worry about what's coming next. Like enjoy the space that you're in. Love that. Okay, sorry, I just got a message and I wanted to make sure it was not an emergency. All right, next we have CSC. CSC, we're starting at 9:27. Let's see what Spirit wants to say for CSC. CSC. See, what is CSC I need to know. What does she need to know? Wisdom for her. Oh, excellent. I know you've kind of been waiting for this message. Oh, we got the world card. So this is like things coming full circle, things coming to completion, like having accomplished something, having made that journey all the way around the lesson coming to completion. So this is like fulfillment. It also could be like international travel, just FYI. Literally, the world card can mean like literally traveling the world or experiencing the world. But this is like arriving finally to the place that you've been hoping to get to, and like finishing one leg of a journey, finishing a chapter before you start the next one. So like something coming to fruition, like coming to completion. I love that for you because I know there have been things for you that have been challenging. So like I'm saying light at the end of the tunnel. Fuck yes. Look at this. We've got Ace of Pentacles. This is a brand new opportunity. This is abundance. It's what you've been manifesting. It's good things being offered to you from the universe. Could be a new like position, could be a whole new business, like opportunity, a partnership offered to you. Regardless, this Ace of Pentacles is like a new venture being handed to you or a new opportunity being granted to you. And it came out in a clump of cards, 3 cards. It came out with the two of cups in reverse. So this is like disharmony. It is like a break in an agreement, a breakup. It's an imbalance. So I just wonder if like things happened finally at work where you were able to come to a resolution to the things that had been occurring. And part of that is like making a break from that situation or the person involved, or just starting something new, like starting a new chapter, new venture. Yeah, because this also came out with the devil in reverse, right? So this is finally like releasing limiting beliefs around yourself, your potential, your role in the situation. It's freedom. It's like restoring control. Like you are no longer tied and bound to that situation. So this feels so good. Feels like it was a break. Like whatever, if it's a metaphor, if it's actually physical, like breakup, like it feels like it's something that absolutely had to happen. In fact, like the world card being here, that's more like faded energies, in my opinion. Like the wheel shows up too, we will know for sure that this had to happen for your learning. Regardless, it feels like you're at the end of it, and that makes me happy for you. And if you're not already at the end of it, it's coming very, very soon in this month of July. Yeah, because you're exhausted. This is the 7 of Wands in reverse. You had been defending yourself. You'd wanted to give up. Like it's finally, and you're overwhelmed. You had like reached the end of your rope, right? And now you're feeling overly protected, but I just want to reassure you, I feel like you're at the end of this very soon, if not already. Yeah, okay. And we've got some daddy energy here that has been directing things. Somebody maybe that you have confided in that's giving you some good advice. This is the Emperor in the upright, which is a good leader. It's somebody that's trustworthy. It's typically an older male figure in your life, but it could just be your energy. It could be the energy of another woman who is actually a strong leader. Regardless, it's like respect, stability, structure, rules, and power, like the right governing of resources, or the right like course corrected leadership that was needed, and it's discipline and it's practicality and focus. So like whatever was happening, come to full circle. You don't have to defend yourself anymore. Somebody stepped in and said, hey, we're done with this. No longer tied and bound to that situation, especially the emotional turmoil that was occurring. Wow. Okay. Let's see what else. Oh, and you are moving fast in the best direction. This is being fully imbalanced. This is also moving quickly toward your goal, like what needs to happen next. Everything happening at lightning speed, on the right path. I love the Chariot for you. That's amazing. And I have the 8 of Cups. You walking away from something. You're walking away. Walking away. I'm sorry I didn't change the banner. This is for CSC. She knows that. You're walking away, like letting go. This is just not abandoning, but it's like you are no longer concerning yourself with that energy. This is definitely you like cutting bait and deciding to leave behind what needs to be left behind. And I love that for you. Oh my gosh. And the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Cups, which is amazing. That is typically a very romantic card, but this is the energy of like creativity and inspiration. It can be like imagination, beauty. You get to enjoy like the fine things of life again. Like your energy gets to sink into that space of like enjoying things that are beautiful, enjoying things that are calm. This is also following your heart, like trusting yourself, following your heart, and being true to yourself that way. So, CSE, I love that for you. I love that for you. I'm going to pull a card from this deck. Let's see if you need to know. Ooh, that one flew right out. Seek truth. Seek truth. You can't see that. Seek truth. There you go. Embrace clarity as revelations unfold. Keep an open mind for answers. Illuminate the path to understanding. Okay. So always be asking. Maybe you saw the truth in all of this. Only you need to keep seeking the truth, but maybe it is that you saw the truth in all of this and it's finally like come full circle. And maybe that emperor finally saw the truth. Yeah, transform and rise. Regardless, this situation has been instrumental for you. Your journey of transformation unlocks vast potential, guiding your evolution to new heights. So what you've been through, I don't think it was an accident. I think you like had to experience it in order to evolve or to trust yourself or to know your capacity or your strength or your resilience or your grit or like your capacity to problem solve when things are really stressful or to stand your ground, speak your truth and stand your ground. Regardless, like I feel like this is a huge soul lesson for you and the unfolding bottom of the deck, seed of potential. So like plant the seed of potential and nurture its sprouting promise with care and intention. Like it's the start of something new for you. Remember that Ace of Pentacles, new opportunity, something being gifted to you, handed to you. Love that for you, CSC. Okay, now we have got CD next. CD, we've got 1803. Okay. CD, what do we got going on? Does CD need to know? Does CD need to know? There we go. Oh, here we go. So we've got the Two of Cups in reverse for CD, and this is all about self-love. This again is about like disharmony in an agreement, an imbalance in an agreement or a partnership, not trusting or trust that's been broken. It's basically a breakup of some kind of partnership. And again, that doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It can be like familial stuff. It can be business partnerships. It could be an imbalance in any type of contract or agreement that has happened for you. It's also like broken communication, like not happening. And we are in the midst of Mercury retrograde in Cancer. So we got perfect card for this, the Two of Cups in reverse, which is all about emotion and in like the breakdown of communication having to do with emotional topics. So I don't know about you guys, but this retrograde in Cancer has been super interesting in terms of like bringing emotional topics full circle. I've been surprised and not surprised by it. So let's see, what else does CD need to know? Let's see, what else does CD need to know? That was too many. That was a big clump. Okay. All right. We've got the Eight of Cups. So that's interesting. It's another repeat card from another reading. Eight of Cups, that's like disappointment. It's withdrawing. It's just walking away from something that's like you're done with. Leaving something behind. And, you just recently told me that you're going to be moving back home. So this literally could just be like you relocating. You're letting a situation go and you're saying, okay, I'm going to take my energy back this way. And I think that's wonderful for you. We got the Hierophant in reverse as well. This is the energy of like freedom and going against the grain and doing things your way and being unconventional, like in particular about things you're learning or like the work you want to do. But this is definitely like feeling like you have to do things your own way, feeling like you don't want to play by the rules, and it really unconventional in so many ways. And it could also be like blind faith, like not willing to see reality. I don't think that that's necessarily true for you, but it could be misconceptions too. Like you could have like beliefs about something and they could be misconceptions in some way. So you may want to take a little time just to reevaluate things in your life and what you've been thinking or what you believe to be true, and just say, is that really true though? Do I need more information? So you just may need to think more carefully about something going on in your life right now with regard to, I don't think it's I feel like it's a good thing that you're actually relocating back home. I also feel like there are things in your life that you may have to think about doing in an unconventional way, just so you can have more satisfaction or feel more purpose in these next few years of your life as you're settling back into a new home. Okay, what do we got here? Oh yeah, Page of Swords. So this is the scholar of the deck. She is coming in with a message about like some new ideas, curiosity, wanting to learn new things, gaining new skills, mostly like knowledge, learning new things. It can be like, it's a lot of mental energy, right? So it can be restless, feeling like there needs to be a change to stimulate you. Oh, we got, again, so crazy. Regardless, you are moving fast in the right direction. So keep following those nudges. It means you're in balance. You're headed in the right direction. There's no like off courseness happening. Just trust that. And whatever you do, do not isolate yourself. I'm going to yawn. I hope you are sleeping well. Like that was crazy. That was just going to overtake me. This is the energy of like feeling a little bit lonely or withdrawing, wanting to be like a hermit up on the mountaintop. So whatever you do, come back to yourself, but don't completely withdraw. Make sure you're like getting out there, doing things that make you happy, or have you feeling good, like interested or curious, doing those kinds of things. Okay, let's see. I did pull the Four of Wands in reverse. So this is a card about the home, and it's a celebration. It can sometimes indicate marriage, but this is like, it can be like a breakdown in communication. It can, again, be a card of disharmony. I just feel like things are shifting for you in this move, right? So you've got a couple of months yet before you do move, but it's like you're shifting households again and it's a disruption. So this is like a transition to something new. I'm going to see what's on the bottom of the deck for you. The moon is on the bottom of the deck. So that's all about using your intuition. It's about illusions. It's about fears and anxieties, subconscious. So maybe during this Mercury retrograde period, you just take some time to think about like those emotional, the emotions that seem to be getting you right now or creeping up on you. Think about the things that haven't been resolved for you that you hope for resolution. And think about all the ways, oh, sorry, where'd that moon card go? All the ways that you may need to be honest with yourself about what's happening around you. I can't find where there's the moon card. All the ways you may need to be like honest with yourself about what's truly happening around you, what you want and what you need, and what your place is in all of the stuff that's unfolding around you, or if like you need to do anything at all, really. Okay, let's move on to BB at 25:35. All right, BB. BB. What does BB need to know? What does BB need to know? BB is on quite a journey herself. What does BB need to know? What does BB need to know? Ooh, shit. Okay, that's a lot. We're going to put those back in. Wait, first and foremost, we got the 6 of Wands. This is a card of victory, feeling like you're finally being acknowledged or recognized for hard work. It's progress. This is also a card of confidence. Like it's being in the spotlight and being like admired or adored for something that you're doing or something that you've accomplished. So it's recognition, they're feeling victorious in that recognition. That's beautiful energy. That's Leo energy. And you're in Aries. Oh, here we go. More Leo energy. This is the Knight of Wands. This is definitely like passionate energy, inspirational action. And you have been taking a lot of inspired action lately with your social media posts about so many things, but in particular, the journey of a perimenopausal woman. And I love that so much. This is also like fearlessness and just going for it. And that's amazing energy. It can be a little bit of impulsiveness, although I haven't known you to be impulsive like ever, I don't think. But it can be like overly asserting yourself. It can be like sweeping in and then like falling off quickly. I don't think you'll embody that type of energy just because of your human design nature, right? But you're definitely inspired right now and feeling like you have some things to say, and I love that for you. So the energy is just confirming that what you're doing is probably right on target for what you need to be doing right now, like using your voice. Yeah, okay. And then we have the 5 of Pentacles, which this can feel like a hardship. I mean, it's a card of hardship, like feeling isolated, having worry, feeling maybe even like feeling financial stress or just like a lack of resources, right? It could be like energy resources. It could be friendship resources. It could just be like your social battery is super low lately and you don't know how to replenish it. So a lot of times people read this card as like financial loss. It's like some kind of depletion or feeling like you've hit kind of a rock bottom, feeling like insecure, not as solid as you could feel. And it could be as little as like little. It could be as simple as like not knowing in particular what you're working toward, like what your end goal is, just knowing that you have to pursue something, which is what those nudges, those intuitive nudges are about for you. What does baby need to know? What does baby need to know? Patience, my dear. You get this message all the time. The Hanged Man. Pause, surrender, reflect, gain perspective. It could be that you like with this house that you guys are looking at purchasing, it could be that you just need to wait for a little bit until retrograde is over so that everything can move smoothly and clearly. Although I don't want you to worry about that if you can't. I don't feel any kind of like hiccups with regard to the retrograde energy. But this is about like gaining perspective. Like, how do you need to look at something differently, or like hanging upside down to look at it, right? So what new perspective do you need in order to have a complete picture or a more complete picture, or the information that's necessary for you to move forward? So going after things curiously, but gaining perspective. And okay, that was like 4 cards. We're going to put this back. What else does baby need to know? Okay, we got the 8 of Swords and the upright. This is kind of like a prison of your own making in your head, right? So negative thoughts, self-imposed restrictions. You could just have some brain chatter going on right now that has you like doubting yourself or overthinking several things, right? Like you don't need to spend time like dissecting everything. You can just go with your initial like reaction, go with your gut reaction on whatever it is you're contemplating. Like really work on trusting yourself and getting out of the thought traps that you have put yourself through before, right? So this is getting out of your head and getting down into your body. I'm going to ask for one more card for you. Yeah, it feels like you're doing it all, or you feel like you have all of this stuff to do. So 10 of Wands in reverse is like really heavy burdens. Feeling like you're carrying the burden of everything. And it could be like in home life where you've had to pick up more of the emotional load lately, or even the physical load. This is you feeling like kind of exhausted, burned out, right? I'm going to grab another card just to finish this up, because I do feel like that's your energy of like kind of, wanting to throw your hands up in your experience and feeling like you're carrying a heavy load. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords. So in reverse, this can be feeling like a little imbalanced in your emotions, or feeling overly emotional and letting your emotions get the better of you, instead of like moderating the emotions and thinking clearly. So the universe just wants you to take a few deep breaths and making sure that you're not easily influenced, that you are thinking about things before you come to conclusions, right? You're like weighing all the evidence. Remember that Hanged Man, like pause card, gain perspective, gain as much information as you can about a situation or a person or a thing before making a decision or making a move. I'm going to choose one more because I feel like we need it. Okay. We have the Ace of Swords, but this is in reverse. Okay. So this is the energy of feeling confused. So maybe you do have to make a decision about some things and you're just not sure what to choose. And it feels like you're not in your Queen of Swords, logical, sound mind. You're actually feeling very influenced by your emotions. I'm not sure what this has to do with, but I'm very, very curious. So this is feeling like you have a little bit of clouded judgment. So that Hanged Man energy is your friend at this point, and we are in Mercury retrograde, right? You are meant to go inward and you're meant to just look at everything that's before you without moving forward quickly. Just take it all in, consider the information that's there. You may need to gain some perspective, maybe hang upside down like the Hanged Man and look at it from that perspective. Bottom of the deck is the 9 of Pentacles, which is a beautifully secure, stable abundant card, like single, independent, very self-sufficient. That is ultimately what you're working toward, the energy embodying. So I love that for you. You're gonna have to give me an update. Okay, we've got KA. KA. We are at 35. 13. KA. What does KA need to know? I just saw the King of Swords, KA. KA. Just saw the Justice card. Oof. See, what does KA need to know? KA need to know. KA need to know. It was Amelia. Ooh, KA. What do we got? We got the Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay. That is the energy of coming clean, of honesty, of like secrets coming out. It's also like just being very strategic. It's like rethinking an approach to something that, something prior wasn't working. So you're basically like pulling all your resources to you and deciding like what's the best approach. This can be deception, but really it's like it can be like a lack of honesty with yourself. How might you be like self-abandoning or selling yourself short or not being completely honest with yourself? And if so, about what, right? So we do that all the time, right? So it is a card of like deception. And I don't feel like anybody's deceiving you, but I do feel like it's a card for you of like, how do you need to like pull your resources back because you haven't been using them in the quote unquote right way for you, right? Like in the just and right way for you. And perhaps it's like you leaking your energy with certain people in your life or giving over more than what you receive back. And that can feel like a betrayal in some ways, right? Like, oh, I would have done that to somebody, but they're doing it to me, that kind of energy. We also have the Hierophant in reverse, which means you probably are thinking about doing things, or you need to do things not by the book, but in an unconventional way in order to have success or to have forward movement or to just, I have a cat that's rubbing all over my legs. So you might want to look up cat energy. This is a card about going against the grain. Like you may have to go up against popular opinion. You may have to go up against like the wishes of a superior, although, like I'm not advocating that, but you may find yourself in a situation where you have to do things like outside of the norm or in an unconventional way in order to make progress. And it requires you to be really honest with yourself about what's working and what isn't, and how you probably need to use your resources better. Because it could be that somebody that you're associated with, you're working with, isn't doing that well, right? And then we have, the 10 of Swords. We have the energy of like, it can't get worse, right? It can only get better. So that's like something ending and it doesn't feel good. And maybe you're holding tight to it and needing to understand that in order for me to go forward, I have to do things differently. And it could be a small change, it could be a big change. But this is the energy of like loss. Okay, like I have to cut my losses here. That didn't work. Or this person isn't working out, or this situation isn't working out. Like, how do I need to do it differently in order to make this successful? So being like super honest with yourself about what that possibly could be. I have no idea. What's that? We've got Justice in reverse. And it's so interesting because when I was shuffling the deck, I saw this card too. So Justice in reverse, card of Libra. This is like something that's unfair. It's a lack of accountability. It could be like on your part, or it could be on the part of somebody you're dealing with in whatever realm. It's definitely like dishonest energy. Somebody's not being completely honest. Somebody's doing things for personal gain, and you are somehow affected, or there's a lack of accountability in the whole situation. So just again, being very honest with yourself, being very real with yourself about how that could be occurring in your circles, whether that's career, family, romantic relationships. Regardless, there's something that's happening that's not fair. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. We have another 10, and we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. So this is fast moving energy. This is somebody like being very restless. It's needing to do something. It's very unfocused energy. Feeling like the need to do something, but it can be very impulsive. So whatever you do, you need to think through a plan. You need to be aware of what's happening. You need to be clear on what it is you want and need. You need to be accountable to yourself, like your role in the situation. You need to be honest with yourself about like how much you've put into it, what you're getting out. What is the part that you played in it, right? This is also the energy of like somebody being impulsive or restless and like making choices or taking on certain actions and then like having disregard for the consequences. So I'm not sure what's going on in your life. You just have to be very clear with yourself about like what you tolerate and what you don't tolerate and how to protect yourself. It in whatever way makes sense to you, because the 10 of Wands in reverse is also here. You have 2 10s. So like something is completing, some cycle is completing, right? This 10 of Wands in reverse is like all the burden has fallen on you and you're quite tired of it. Like you're over it. And there's a need to release. There's a need to delegate. There's a need to basically say, hey, look, this isn't in my job description if it has to do with work. Or, yeah, thanks, but no thanks. I don't need that kind of stress. Like I'll go look elsewhere. If it is a personal relationship thing, like this could just be you are really stressed out about the dynamic and you've come to your point where you're like, I have to take my toys and go now just to collect myself. So that's interesting energy, KA. You're to let me know how that resonates for you. I'm going to ask for potential solutions. Oh, Two of Pentacles. This is like balancing. This is making decisions about how to balance all that's going on. It's having multiple priorities. It's basically managing your time and your energy. It's being very adaptable. Balancing decisions. Like, what do you need to do? What do you feel like is fair for you? And how will you make a decision based on that fairness to you? Oh, jeez, losing cards. That was the bottom of the deck. Okay. And the bottom of the deck is the 6 of Wands. So that's a card of victory, right? So regardless of what's happening now, somehow, like based on how you reflect on this and the choices you make and the decisions that you make, the actions that you take, you will come out victorious and be recognized, right? So you will feel like you have come out whole and you have won as a result of being accountable and making a choice based on how your energy and your resources are allocated. That makes sense for you. I hope it resonates. Okay, we've got CN now. She's a non-member, but she paid for a reading. So we're going to do CN starting at 44.20. Okay, CN. CN. What does CN need to know? Okay, King of Swords. Just seeing. Need to know. I need to know. See, I need to know. Oh my goodness, something wants to come out of this deck. This one. Oh, fascinating. I mean, I can tell that we are in a Mercury retrograde in Cancer because we've had this card come out 3 times now. 2 of Cups in reverse. So this is broken agreements. It's mix up in communication, lack of communication. It's imbalance in with regard to emotional situations or connections or a dynamic. It could be tension, broken communication. It could be an actual breakup or a break in partnership, like business partnership, romantic partnership. I feel super distracted. Like my mind keeps getting pulled to several different things. So I'm wondering if that's your energy, CN, where you're just like can't focus, or there's so much going on that you don't know where to put your focus. Like maybe there's a lot happening all at once and you can't turn your brain off, or you can't get yourself to focus on any one thing right now because there's so much stimulus. I wonder what happened. Just CN need to know. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so we've got the 3 of Pentacles, which is a card of collaboration and cooperation. That's teamwork. So maybe this has something to do with like career or work. It's learning. It's also implementation. So like taking the information that you have learned or your skills and abilities and like applying them to a project or to some effort that has an outcome. This is the energy of like building something, and usually with others, like in a team or a partnership. The 10 of Swords, though, did come out. Like, so again, we've got a lot of people going through some completions here. 10 of Swords in reverse, which is like, okay, this can't get worse. Like we can only go up from here. It signals like recovering or knowing that you're on the way up after some big stuff unfolding. It can also be like resisting an inevitable end. I don't have a clear sense of what's going on for you here, other than there was some stuff that went down that was like a break in communication at the very least, or it was an actual breakup, like a break in an agreement or a partnership. It could be business or romantic, or there's like that tension, that energy of like, okay, it's disharmonious right now. And we're meant to be working together on something and it's not happening. Like something's not working. Like really not working. What else does Diane need to know? Yeah. Okay. So this is an imbalance, right? This is the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, which is like there's a lack of balance in giving and receiving, or it's this is a need for like caring for yourself. Like you've given out too much of yourself, you're drained, or someone has taken advantage of your kindness. It can also be like unpaid debts, like falling way behind. But this feels like with regard to resources, like strings attached to gifts that were given to you, or somebody going back on their word, or you thought you could rely on the help from somebody and then all of a sudden they're not able to help you, or they just refuse to help you. Feels like maybe there was a partnership and then they did not hold up their end of the deal, and it left you holding all the energy of the unfinished work, and that can feel like a debt too. So this is like a lack of balance in power and determination. It's also a lack of balance in giving and receiving. So whatever you've been through, like you feel like you've given a lot and somebody's not holding up their end of the bargain. And that's leaving you feeling frustrated and pretty much like Okay, can't get any worse, but pretty much exhausted. What else does see in? Okay, but we've got the Knight of Wands coming in here. So that is passion, creativity, it's high energy, it's inspired action. All of this has like motivated you. You're like, nope, I'm done. I'm doing things different. Here's what I'm going to do. So you're adopting this energy of like fearlessness. It can be in kind of impulsive energy. So I want you to be careful, take measured action, but like find that spark of determination to carry you forward. It feels like you have the right stimulus, like you are over whatever has happened. And you're like, nope, we are setting the record straight. I'm not going to be doing this anymore. There's not going to be any more of my energy bleeding all over and nobody helping. So it's almost like you're setting a boundary and you're finally going to take care of you. Yeah, another 10. Okay, this is the 10 of Wands in the upright. So you've been carrying the burden of something for a long time. Extra responsibility. Again, I mentioned, it feels like you were working together with somebody on something, some kind of collaboration or project or like teamwork oriented thing, whether it's a romantic partner or a business partner or whatever. They did not hold up their end of the bargain, left you with the burden and extra responsibilities. And you've had to work really, really hard in order to complete it. If you haven't completed it yet, you will be. And this has left you confused. It's probably left you pretty frustrated, but the Ace of Swords in reverse is about lack of like mental clarity. It's confusion. It feels chaotic. In particular, like a need for inner clarity. Like this whole situation has left you confused and rethinking the whole thing, right? Your place in it, what you need to do. Maybe you've had some clouded judgment as a result of the emotions, or just because you've had to do so much work that you're tired and you aren't thinking clearly. But don't worry, because the universe has another gift for you in this Ace of Pentacles. This is a new opportunity. It's a new partnership. It's like abundance being handed to you. Could be a business opportunity. Could be like some windfall. It's something new, a new venture. It's prosperity, something new coming in to almost like pay you back for the hardship you've just gone through. I'm really going to need your feedback on this because I'm so curious. Bottom of the deck is the King of Cups in reverse. So perhaps this is who you're dealing with, or it's the energy that you feel like you've been stuck in, but this is like bad advice. This is somebody who's not connected empathetically or is misusing like emotional stuff for power reasons. It's manipulation. It can be moodiness, but it's definitely like feelings based, and the distortion is there as a result of being overly emotional. So whoever you've been dealing with could potentially be this like King of Cups figure who is not very empathetic and very moody and has caused a lot of problems with this collaboration that you were in, or this cooperative teamwork thing that you were in. But don't worry, this Ace of Pentacles, this is new stuff coming in that feels very good. It feels like it's a gift after going through something hard. Oh, I hope that's helpful for you. CN, my pleasure to read for you. You're going to have to give me some feedback on whether that resonates for you. I'm so excited to hear from you guys. That's all I have for you for readings for tonight. Always my pleasure. I actually really love doing this. Reading cold is challenging, but it's also very fun because the story builds itself in front of you. So that's really cool. All right, you guys, I hope you have a great July. Remember, you can sign up for these readings. We offer them on the 7th of every month. And you can go to soulsandstardustpodcast.com and you can find the link to sign up for these readings. Anyway, thank you so much. And I hope to see you very soon.